Hey bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining in for a planner session with me. So bestie, in today's video, we are going to be planning out the week of March 18th through the 24th, and I'm going to be using Squad Goals and oldie but goodie, one of my favorite sticker books, y'all, to create a transition spread. So if you want to see what I create, stay tuned. Okay, bestie, so I've already taped down my pages, and I actually have two Squad Goal books because y'all, like I said, I love them, but I've never used this one. So just in case I need it, I don't think I will, but just in case I do, I did pull both of them because we're gonna get this spread on and popping. Okay, I also pulled out some of my old skinny heavy planner washi. Y'all, I really wish they would go back to making this size because this used to be my ultimate favorite size of washi, and I've just kind of strayed away from it because I've used so much of the ones that I have in my collection. But I did pull these two because of what I want to do. The idea and design I have is like a diagonal transition spread, and so I don't know, I was trying to find colors that match, and we're gonna just see. So that's why I have my pages taped down, y'all, so I can bring this diagonal transition to life. Typically though, whenever we're doing a transition spread, we typically go from from left to right or from top to bottom. However, I thought a diagonal transition would be pretty cool. I've never done one, so I'm going to go ahead and lay this washi down to help me get the visual effect. And I thought that a double stranded washi diagonal line would be really cute. So we're going to lay down the first one first, and then I'm going to lay down the blue one. So I'm just trying to get it as straight as possible, y'all. I wasn't really sure once I started this, but I was like, if I don't like it, I can just pull it up, okay? And we're just going to go with the flow. We're going to go with the flow of this, okay? So now that we got that, y'all, now here, let me rave on the horizontal just for a little bit. Y'all know this is my favorite layout. I always try other layouts from the Happy Planner. However, it's my tried and true. I'm gonna always come back to it because it works for me. I love it. And then too, whenever I am excited about a creative design, if I can't see it in another layout, I feel like I can always see it working in a horizontal, and I still don't feel like my functional space is compromised. You guys, I'm not even gonna say I'm not a maximalist planner. And what I mean by maximalist is I use a lot of stickers. I very much so do. Okay, a lot of stickers, but I also use a lot of pen. And if y'all seen any of my after the pen flip throughs, if you haven't, check them out, okay? Because it does really give you a little bit of insight on how I plan in my planner. But y'all, whenever I am planning, I still love the look of a full decorative spread. And so I just feel like the horizontal, especially with the way my life works and what I use my planner for, I feel like the horizontal doesn't limit me on my functionality. And so I just feel like I get the best of both worlds. I'm a functional planner, but I do love my decor, okay? And so this really helps me a lot, having that horizontal design. And I just feel like it's because the days are in a horizontal format and I'm not using up so much of a day. Whenever I do maximalist type creative spreads, I tend to still have a good amount that I can get the plans down. I can normally get a checklist, and I can normally get some type of main box to help me, have that main focus, whether it's an appointment, an event, or just a priority to do that I have to do for the day. I just always feel like I have that. And so, speaking of how I like to plan in a horizontal, you guys, I love to use clusters. So now that I got my page divided up in these two, with these two washi strips in this diagonal way, I'm going to bring out my colorful boxes, and I'm going to pull out some boxes that match the colors. And the Happy Planner is so good with this, especially with their older books, y'all. A lot of the colors match, and then this colorful boxes book just went with a lot of different ones from some of these older books. And so I was able to find two colors that went really well with this the spring set or the spring theme, as well as the winter theme. And now, y'all, I do have a lot of these Colorful Boxes books. I think I have like 7 in my stash. And I use a lot of the black ones way earlier, like way more than I use most of the color. But then because there are limited amount of colors, like there's not like one full page of one certain color, like they're like spread out and their color ranges in the books. I needed them all. Okay, don't judge me. I needed them all. But I was happy because here I'm able to find 2 of the same color sticker. Okay, so going back to the clusters, y'all. Clusters just really give you a design element, but also functionality in one. So if you do not know how to plan in your planner and you don't know how to like get started decorating, start practicing with clusters, okay? And clusters are just a group of box stickers combined with some type of decorative sticker or some type of quote that will give you a design element, but the box gives you the functionality of it. Go with that. Now, in this case, you guys, my clusters are not layered, meaning they are not connected. You can layer them and you can create multiple layers of stickers, but I decided to keep them kind of disconnected. I don't know. I just was feeling that at the moment. So that's what we were working with. So now, y'all, I'm working on the spring side. And so here's the gist of it. If you look at the green, and I'm actually happy that I actually used 2 different washi tape strips, so that way I can direct you guys as to where my mind is going. But if you look at the green washi strip, that all the way down to the bottom, all the way through the note section, that portion of the diagonal piece is going to be spring. And then the blue all the way up to the top where Monday is, that's going to be winter. So even though the winter is transitioning over into it's on both sides of the page is basically what I'm saying. I wanted winter and spring on both sides. And so I just thought the diagonal touch would be something neat and cute. And I'm really excited to write in this thread because I really feel like the full effect would come after the pen. And, you'll get the look before the pen, but I think after the pen, it's just going to be even more popping. Okay, I'm excited about it. Okay, so now that I have that, I thought that I would go ahead and put in my bullet points on the right side because I knew I wanted a checklist on Friday, and then I thought Sunday would look good with one. So now I can kind of see where I can position other boxes along with my main 2 boxes, because I like to, even though I'm doing this kind of diagonal way or this diagonal design, I still want my spread to be balanced and I want it to be spread out, because that's where your functionality is going to come in at. So that's what I'm doing. I did decide to use one of these old school boxes, y'all. I haven't used one of these like curved boxes in a while. And so I was just like, yeah, we got to bring that out because we got the squad girls out, they're out to play and everything. And they just enjoy all seasons. And that was kind of the story that I wanted for this week. Enjoy every season. And I just feel like these squad girl stickers are so fun. They're so cute. And I love the illustrations, and it just looks like they're having a good time no matter what season they're in. And that's what I'm telling myself this week. No matter what season you're in, no matter what this week looks like, enjoy it, be present, embrace the new spring season, enjoy the last pieces of winter because the weather is still going to be kind of feeling a little cool. Just enjoy and embrace it no matter what. And so I'm happy, y'all. I just felt like this was going to bring that all together. Okay, so then, y'all, I got to looking and I was like, ooh, maybe what if I divided the page up with these like little strips, these banner strips? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to figure this out. Okay. But before I do that, before I commit to that, let me get some of these girls on the winter side. Okay. Because I want to make sure that I'm not like putting in a decorative piece that's going to disrupt that, since I didn't start with one. And I started with these washi pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and put my girls down. I put these 2 girls down on Monday that are like on a little sled. And then I have this one. She's making a snow angel. I thought that was cute, right? Y'all following the winter scene. Like, that's another thing. I love these Squad Girl stickers because I just feel like they give us a scene, And I was so sad last year because I think that and I say last year, I wasn't sad. I was happy about the Squad Girl release, the most recent one we've had. However, I just wanted it to be a continuous thing, and I even was like, add in some boys, like give us some like male stickers too. Like I just think that would be so cute. So cute. I think we need it. We need it. I love the characters. Like, you know, they're not like technically the traditional doll sticker, because I love my dolls, y'all. I love them. I just think I like them because they are, you know, interactive. They're doing things like they're on the sled, they're having a picnic, they're having a drink, they may have some shopping bags. I love that. I love that element because it allows you to create cute little fun scenes with them throughout your planner space, and it allows you to tell a story, which is kind of what I'm trying to do here. So that's all part of being creative. Okay, so I did add in a couple of more of these little curved boxes out of the Squad Goals book. And then I'm going to add a checklist in on Tuesday. And then I'm going to add me one in on Thursday as well. And I just feel like that is still, as y'all can see, I still have my functionality. So if I took away the diagonal portion of this, like it's still going to look like a transition spread even. But I wanted it to all kind of mesh together, like be like an ombre. If I could ombre the seasons, this is what I'm doing with these girls. Okay, so because I have a spring tree, I was like, well, let me pull me a winter tree. Okay, and it might be a Christmas tree. Y'all might be looking at that like that's a Christmas tree, but it's an undecorated one. Okay, so as far as we know, they're outside. The girls are outside. That's a winter green, and we're gonna go with it. So I like it, y'all. I like it a lot. I think they're so cute, and I was so surprised that honestly I thought I was gonna have to pull the other book, but y'all, I had quite a few girls. Like I think I've used like not as many winter ones as I have spring, and definitely probably summer. Not even gonna hold y'all. Summer is my favorite season, so I'm pretty sure I need to pull the other book for the summer girls. Maybe not. I don't know. But I had quite a few winters, so I was like, okay, yes, I'm using some of them and giving them some love. Okay, so all you see me doing now is I'm adding in just a few little tidbits, just some things that can kind of make the winter side, you know, say winter even more. And that's these little snowflakes, and I'm just popping them in random places that doesn't compromise like my checklist, or like where I can place like a bullet point or something. I'm still trying to like keep my writing space free. Okay, so now that I'm looking at that, I'm like, okay, well, what can I put over here for the spring to make them pop or whatever? And I felt, oh, I really wanted to use those florals, y'all, but I was like, let me try the little small ones first. But that makes sense. But I feel like those need to go like when you have the scene. I feel like those when look good like they're floating. And so I was like, yeah, maybe I need to pull some grass or something. So I decided to just kind of chill on that for a moment and just see, because I really wanted to use those flowers. I'm going to go ahead and try this flower trick, or this flower banner, and try to like spread it across the page. Okay, so I was like, well, let me start from the left to right. So we'll pull this snowflake one across, and y'all, it probably won't work because I've already spreaded snowflakes across, but I was like, let me just see if I like it, and if I don't like it, then I'm gonna try to like ease these up, because here's the thing, y'all, I'm not using wax paper. I have not pulled a piece of wax paper out. Okay, besties, if you've been watching me for a while, it's like, girl, we don't do that. We pull our wax paper out. But I'm taking a gamble, okay, that I'm going to like it. And pray I don't have to pull it up. But then if I do, I'm just going to try to be very, very careful. Okay, extremely careful. Okay, so I'm pulling these up. And y'all, already, I'm like, okay, I still like the diagonal look of things. But I don't know if these are going to give me what I'm looking for. And then too, I was like, it doesn't even go all the way to the edge. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Do I want to keep that? I was like, let me just sit with it a little bit. I think I like it a little bit more than I did that skinny washi, because I felt like the skinny washi wasn't popping enough for me. I don't know at the moment. So let me just chill. And then this is where I decided to go ahead and still add my grass in, because I feel like that'll give like a spring element. So I'm going to add it to the note section at the bottom of this box. Okay, then I was like, oh, well, this book has some of those banners. Y'all remember when we used to use banners? And I say used to, we may still do. I haven't used a banner, like a weekend banner, or like definitely a weekend banner in a while. But this one, I thought maybe I could pull in, it says something about winter, like it's like a little winter banner. And so I was like, well, let me see if that'll work. And then maybe I could pull a spring one or a weekend for the other side. And then I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it there. It just looks out of place. So we're going to pull that up. Okay. And y'all, this one kind of stuck to my page. It was trying to, it didn't want to get up. Okay. It was like, no, leave me. You haven't used me. You haven't shown me any love. But I was like, no, you got to go. You don't fit in this one. So I'm going to put you back. I'm going to put you back. Okay. So now I'm just flipping through, trying to see what else I can add in that'll kind of just bring, my vision more to fruition. I'm happy with the spread though, because I do have function. I pretty much have a box on every day except for Thursday and Friday. So that makes me happy. And also I have my bullet points in my I have my checklist and I have spaces for my bullet points. So here's where I was like, okay, maybe I just need a quote. Okay, so I pulled out my spring happy planner book and my winter happy planner book. And I loved these books too, y'all, because I felt like they came with, specific things for each season. I love when they did this. And so I had warm and cozy and I had bloom. Just some simple quotes, nothing too big or too drastic, because like I was saying earlier, I don't want to, hinder me I don't want to hinder myself when trying to write in this spread. So I'm keeping that in mind. And I decided to use more simplistic quotes that still got the message across. Okay. Wintertime, we're warm and cozy. The springtime, it's time to bloom, baby. So let's go for that. Okay, so here's where I was like, okay, it's time to add some boxes to Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to go back into my colorful boxes book and try to find some boxes that correlate. And like I said, the Thursday section where I'm going to put this box is technically the spring colors. And then I was like, oh no, this peach actually goes with that peach box on Wednesday for winter. So that'll be a great balancing point. And it doesn't, it still flows with the right side of the spread so it doesn't look funny. I felt like honestly using this book and using the Squad Goals books, this was just so perfect with transitioning, because I felt like the colors still correlated. The winter side is still giving a soft look, and I feel like both sets of stickers are softer, and so they still flow. Okay, so I chose the teal to go with the spring side because of my little spring tree. And now I'm going to go in and pull me some labels that say like remember and like maybe a remember label. And like I have a couple of others that say like to do or get it done. I don't like to use to buy, just because normally if I'm putting a to buy list in my planner, it's going to be a list and not just one box. And I feel like with these quarter boxes, I can typically only put one main thing. So I like to use them as priority boxes. So we're going to move this remember up here on Friday, because I can probably put like my work schedule there. And then I'll go in here and pull this get it done sticker, because typically Thursdays are like my content creator day. And so that'll make sense. I feel like it will make sense, or I will at least try to put something there that sticker makes sense for it. Okay, so now that I got that, y'all, like the spread is coming together. Like, are y'all getting it? Like, are y'all feeling it? Like, I feel like that little space on Wednesday, I want to put something there so bad, because I feel like it's so empty, underneath the snowflakes. However, it probably doesn't need anything. Okay, so I'm gonna still go in though on Sunday, maybe to help me feel better about that. I'm gonna add a box on Sunday, and which Sunday I typically try to use as a reset day anyway. So we're gonna put something there to kind of make Sunday happen. To be more functional. And then looking at the spread, I'm thinking that I want to make that box in the note section a cleaning list, because I don't want to use it for Tuesday, because Tuesday needs functionality for like other life stuff. And I like to put a cleaning list, even though I might not do it on a specific day. I like to put a cleaning list on my spread so I can always have something to check off. So here's where I was like, okay, well, I'm going to use these little sunglasses. All the girls on the spring side got their shades on, baby. So let me add a shade to the spread. And I really got to use those flowers, y'all. Y'all see how cute this book is? Like, it's so cute to me. So cute. It was definitely a must-have in my collection, hence why I have two of them. Okay, so something else I love too, whenever I'm doing spreads like this, I like to add in layering stickers. So oftentimes in my flip through videos, when I'm flipping through a sticker book, you guys, I always point these out because you can really add them to the boxes. And that just gives you, it gives the box something. It gives the box something to focus on. And then too, how I have that one, that to do hexagon kind of anchored off the corner of the box, I can also draw an arrow and use it for that white space. It doesn't necessarily have to be designated for that box. I like to do that as well. Okay, so now you, of course, balance, y'all. I like to go to the winter side and give it some love with one of these stickers. It didn't have to be a hexagon, but it could have been like one of the circles or something, and just, you know, give another layering feature to that. Okay, and so as you can see, that to do hexagon that I put on Tuesday, it kind of is over the to-do list or the checklist, and so that just makes sense, you know. So I like that. I love when I'm able to do things like this. Okay, so now let's add a little snowflake to Friday, because I want y'all to be aware, or I want to keep the seam going in the diagonal portion, and so I'm gonna put those there just because it's a small space filler. And then I'm gonna take these little tiny florals, y'all. Like, I almost missed them in the book because they just weren't, they're not the biggest, but I'm gonna put these over here in the corner. Just a little small detail. Okay, I'm so happy with it. Now I'm looking at this long strip, y'all, and I don't like it. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up. And so here's what I came up with. Okay, I pulled 2 washi tapes, and then I first pulled my tried and true black and white, you know, plaid washi. I love that stuff from PLANYTHING, but I did find this one in green, and then I have a blue one as well. And I was like, well, what if I divided it up into these two? And then I was like, I don't know, I just feel like the black and white would pop. It wouldn't compete with each side, but it would still give me that division that I'm looking for. So we're gonna go for it, y'all. This is the scary part, and I have to be very careful because I did not use the wax paper, and the wax paper really helps with these type of like new decisions. Okay, when I don't know what I want to do, but I want to go ahead and put it down because I'm curious to see if I'm gonna like it or not. And sometimes I like to let it live before I decide I don't like it. Yeah, those moments. Yeah, I should have used wax paper. However, it came up okay, and I didn't rip the page, so I feel like, okay, well, and even if I did, I feel like even I could put the washi right over it, so I don't even have to be all that dramatic. Okay, we could just put it down. And so here's where I think the washi is going to be better for me. What I wasn't loving about those stickers is that it didn't go all the way to the edge of the corners, and it just didn't give that clean effect. Versus the washi, I can cut it to the edges and give that clean look. And so, and I just feel like that's going to give more of that design element, you know. Just cut the washi down to the corners, and then through the middle here, I just feel like that's going to look good. It's going to look better. And boom, that's what we got. Okay, so when I pop this on disc, it's not even going to like interrupt it or whatever. So now I feel like I can pull my pages up. I'm pretty good with, since I got that design, and I feel better about it. So I'm pretty good with it. So now it's like I just got that one little space on Wednesday, but honestly, my functional planner mind is saying leave it, because you just don't know, you know, you just don't know. So I like to leave myself a little bit of wiggle room with my before the pins. So that's what it is, bestie. That is pretty much it for this video. Okay, thank you so much for planning with me. I hope you have enjoyed planning with me and enjoyed seeing me use an oldie but goodie sticker book. Okay, so this is a cool way to do a transition spread. Please let me know if you decide to try it. Okay, so yes, please like this video, bestie, and definitely share it with a friend that you think would enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel, and definitely comment below like what you are loving about spring, the upcoming season, what you're excited for. I would love to chat with you. And as always, thank you so much for watching and being so sweet and so kind. So yeah, until next time, I love you. Bye.